This is Kenya News Update today. Imagine a protest so massive, it makes a global security conference look small. Over 250,000 people flooded the streets of Munich, Germany, demanding one thing: the end of Iran's regime. But here's the twist. This wasn't just about Iran. It's a story of a global Kenyan diaspora, of human spirit, and of a desperate plea for international action that could reshape our world. Coming up, you'll see the chilling symbols, hear the exiled prince's message to President Trump, and feel the raw emotion of people fighting for a homeland they can't return to. Meet the faces in that Bavarian crowd. A Kenyan-born grandmother, her hands trembling as she holds photos of family still trapped in Tehran. A young engineer from Nairobi, frustrated by a distant tyranny stifling progress across continents. A student who only knows freedom through stories passed down. Their lives were changed by one inciting incident: a bloody crackdown in Iran with reported shoot-to-kill orders, silencing voices and fueling a global cry. The stakes, for them, it's personal dignity. For the world, it's about which superpowers will listen. For 9 years, many in this diaspora have watched, helpless, as protests in Iran were crushed. But here's what nobody's talking about. The scale of this Munich rally shocked even the police, becoming one of the largest peaceful gatherings in the city's recent memory. And then, something shocking happened amidst the sea of Iran's traditional flags. Red hats. Make Iran great again. A cheeky, deliberate nod to American political slogans, worn by those dreaming of a Persia reborn. This is where the story escalates. Exiled Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi stood before the 250,000-strong crowd, his words a beacon. He called the regime the weakest it's been since 1979, stained by violence, and he delivered a direct message. His hope? That decisive action from the U.S. under President Trump might tip the scales and save lives by swiftly dismantling the system. He called negotiation futile with forces that teach them to lie. The emotion was palpable. Chants of change, regime change, and democracy for Iran weren't just slogans. They were cries from the soul, echoing the fear and fury suppressed for too long back in Tehran. Here's the part that will blow your mind. This rally, on a global day of action, happened with the Munich Security Conference as its ironic backdrop. A spectacle of people-powered democracy, unfolding just steps away from where world leaders talk about global security. The contrast couldn't be starker: closed-door meetings versus a massive, open-air plea for help. Under overcast Bavarian skies, people didn't just march. They shared stories, they hugged strangers. They found a brotherhood in a shared dream of liberty, a powerful testament to the unchained human spirit that no border can contain. So what does this mean for Kenya and the world? The implications are massive. This protest symbolizes a seismic shift in how diaspora communities mobilize, using global stages to amplify local suffering. The controversy is clear. Some say this is pure, powerful solidarity. Others warn of complicating geopolitics and unintended consequences. But the biggest, unanswered question hangs in the air. Will the Trump administration heed this direct call for action, or will these 250,000 voices fade into the autumn chill? We are left wondering, if not now, when? This brings us back to our hook. A protest of 250,000 people, making a security conference look small. That's the power of unity in a divided world. Do you think global protests like this can actually force real political change? Or are they just cathartic rallies for the diaspora? Drop your take in the comments. Subscribe to Kenya News Update today for more on stories where Kenya meets the world.